Okay, well, hello everyone, and welcome to our January meetup for the Bradford Cloud user group. If you want to follow us on the socials online, you can see the links on the opening slide. So yeah, tonight we've got two speakers. We've got Maria-Anastasia giving us a demo on code development for Dynamics365, and then after that we've got a talk from Pete Gallagher on supercharging Azure AI search with OpenAI. So yeah, I'll hand the slides over to you, Maria-Anastasia, and let you kick off.
Great. Can I share my screen?
Yeah, you should be able to. Yeah. Cool. Great.
Give me one moment. Is all fine? Great. So, good evening, everyone. I am delighted to be here with you today, and I sincerely thank the Bradford Cloud User Group for inviting me for the second time. Our discussion will revolve around the world of code integration with Dynamics 365 and Microsoft's low-code environments in general. As Simon said, I am Maria-Anastasia, a graduate of the Computer Engineering and Informatics Department at the University of Patras. In addition, I have held the title of Microsoft IoT MVP for the past 2 years, and I am also a Gold Microsoft Learn Student Ambassador. Professionally, I've been immersed in the development world for the last 2.5 years, and currently I work as a software developer at BeWise, specializing in CRM systems implemented with the Power Platform and Dynamics 365. Beyond my work, I wear the hat of a robotics educator, sharing my knowledge at various robotic centers here on Rhodes Island, where I live. My passion for technology extends to education, leading me to pursue a master's degree in teaching technology, maths, and science over the past a year and a half. This academic pursuit reflects my commitment to fostering a deeper understanding of technology in others. To share my insights and experiences, I maintain a blog that publishes weekly posts covering topics such as IoT, Power Platform, and Dynamics 365. Additionally, I seize every opportunity to engage with the community through talks like this one on these 3 subjects, whenever my schedule allows, of course. Today's focus will center on the realm of low-code, particularly within the fields of Dynamics 365 and Power Platform, with primarily emphasis on solutions tailored for customer relationship management, CRM. Our discussion will explore the landscape of C# and JavaScript development, examining how these languages work within the mentioned platforms. Furthermore, we will dedicate some time to unravel debugging, a challenging aspect often encountered by professionals in this field. To illustrate the concepts discussed, we will culminate with a demo. Following this demonstration, I will share valuable resources and references for those eager to delve deeper into the topics we've covered. While I assume many of you are familiar with Microsoft Dynamics, let me provide a brief overview for those who might be new to this transformative platform. Dynamics 365 is a set of connected modular software as a service applications and services built on Microsoft Azure, designed to transform business activities. Microsoft 365 consists of CRM, ERP, AI, mixed reality, and modular intelligent business applications that offer a complete set of solutions across marketing, sales, commerce, service, finance, operations, and talent. It's integrated with productivity apps in Microsoft 365, such as Excel, Word, and Outlook, as we will see in our demo, and others, and seamlessly connected with Microsoft Power Platform, such as Power Apps, Power Automate, Power BI, and Power Virtual Agent. The motivation behind this presentation stems from a desire to engage software developers who have a preference for coding, but may not have explored the possibilities of integrating their code into a low-code environment. In the realm of low-code platforms, there is still a need for custom code. Customers often require services that the existing platform doesn't provide, or seek integrations with other platforms, necessitating the expertise of custom code developer to fulfill these requests. Now, one might ponder, why should I delve into low code instead of continuing with traditional software development? Compelling statistics from the reputable Gartner Group forecast that by 2025, next year, 70% of applications will be created using low-code or no-code platforms, leaving only 30% to traditional development methods. This signals a significant upward trend in the adoption of low-code and no-code platforms, presenting an opportunity for us to leverage this growing market. The surge in popularity can be attributed to the resource-intensive nature of traditional development, both in terms of human and financial resources. Additionally, the shift towards low-code options has accelerated, particularly in the wake of the pandemic, where businesses embraced the digital realm. While I firmly believe that traditional development will always have its place and enthusiasts, today's presentation aims to showcase an alternative. Even if you have a seasoned software developer, there's value in exploring low-code and no-code options due to their faster design and development processes, a direction the market is undeniably heading. So this presentation serves as an introduction to this alternative path, providing insights into the changing landscape of software development.
Just before you continue, Maria, sorry, there's a question from Alan saying, what does Gartner define as low code or no code?
Okay, give me a moment. So, low code is the platform that mainly you have there is no need to code. You like Power Platform or like Dynamics 365, you have to move some buttons and stuff like that. And it's low code because you have to code a little or sometimes. No code are the platforms that you haven't code at all. So today we'll deal with low code as Dynamics 365 and Power Platform. So before we delve into the practical aspects of custom code in Dynamics environment, let's consider one last compelling statistic. The well-known Forrester Group conducted a survey revealing that the market for low-code platforms is projected to reach a 200 billion by next year. This sizable figure underscores the immense growth potential within the low-code landscape. We witness this market projection is prompt us to ask why not position ourselves within this dynamic market. The opportunities appear abundant, and it's an opportune time to explore embrace the potential that this growing market offers. Now, we can develop code in Microsoft's low-code platforms within these three languages. We have JavaScript, C#, and SPFX. JavaScript, as I think you already know, is a well-suited for creating interactive and dynamic user interfaces. It's often used for crafting custom user interface elements and functionalities that directly interact with users. C# is a powerful programming language focusing on secure and efficient application development, typically employed for implementing complex functionalities, business logic computations, and data management by creating plugins in Dynamics 365. Now, SPFX is a SharePoint framework. Is a framework primarily used for developing custom extensions for SharePoint. Allows the creation of custom applications and components that operate within the SharePoint ecosystem. That is a low-code platform too. Each of these tools provides different capabilities, and the choice of language depends on the specific goals and requirements of the application being developed. But today, we are going to deal with C#. So let's transition to the practical demonstration to better understand what custom code truly entails within the Dynamics environment. So here is two screenshots for a demo I made. And what is the case? If you create a new appointment in CRM, Dynamics 365, the system automatically sends appointments to attendees. If you go in activities and make a appointment, and you put some user in required or optional participant, the system automatically sends to recipients automatically a email. However, there might be scenarios where you want to prevent CRM from sending these appointments. While the system itself doesn't provide an option to disable this behavior, a workaround exists. To understand this, I have developed a C# plugin. I made this specific button. It's in Greek because I am Greek, but it means that αποστολή προσκλήσεων means send invitations. A quick Greek lesson here. When this specific button is set to no, the plugin automatically appends the line send no invitation to attendees to the end of the appointment description. And why I do a workaround like this? Because I configured a rule in Exchange to delete the automatically created message without notifying the recipient. This multi-step process ensures that the necessary information is added to the appointment, and the Exchange rule effectively controls the sending behavior. To accomplish this, a user with admin rights must log into Microsoft 365 Admin Center via admin.microsoft.com. There, or from Outlook, there, admin has to select the Exchange and then mail flow. After that, has to add a rule and create a new rule. And there, the admin has to apply this rule. If the subject or body includes any of these words, send no invitation to attendees, and also had to select do the following, delete the message without notifying the recipient or sender, and that with this rule, we are sure that if this message is to the description, the recipient will not receive any mail. The attendee, excuse me, is not going to receive any email. So here is the first part of our code. As I told you before, the code is a dynamic CRM plugin designed to control the behavior of sending automatic email invitations when creating or updating appointments. The primary goal is to append specific information to the appointment's description to prevent the sending of invitations. The plugin is triggered on the create of all attributes of these field, and on the update of optional attendees, required attendees, description, and invitation not invitation sent, which is our button. So now we have I plugin, and we have first of all the get organization service method. This method here that initialize common parameters such as the plugin context and organization service. I don't know if you can see my code clearly, but we had to know some information like trace for our debugging, context and service. And here is a if statement that checks if our is an update or an create, and that's for this part. Then we have the process record method that is responsible for handling the core logic of the plugin. It retrieves information from the CRM records related to the appointment, such as description and invitation sent, the custom attribute indicating whether our invitation has sent or not. Excuse me. And then we have some if condition as well. So the plugin updates the description attribute with the prevent attribute texts. Here is the if statements for the description. So in the last but not least part, we have the except of the description part that continues. We have the this last part the script HTML tags method that is a helper function that uses regular expressions to remove HTML tags from the input text. This ensures that the description is a clean and text-only format message. The code also includes error handling to log any exceptions that may occur during execution. This is done using the tracing service interface. We have the logic for our problem, the workaround, we have our code, we make the changes and in Outlook. So what next? Debugging. Debugging is hard for many developers. Here you can see a conversation I had on X with an ex Dynamics365 developer. You can see that he told me that just saying the words Dynamics365 gives me horrible flashbacks. And I asked him, oh, but why? And he told me, For a brief time, I worked for a startup that built their entire business on Dynamics 365, and I was hired to help them convert their flows to plugins. So he made plugins with C# for Dynamics 365. Doing actual coding C# for the platform was beyond convoluted, and debugging was a nightmare. Never again will touch Dynamics 365. And I was very sad when I saw this message, because the first time I had to debug my first plugin, it was a nightmare for me too. But now I don't think that is that hard. I think that it's a flow that you have get used to it, and if you get used to it, then it's like you debug a pure C# code. But we have the plugin registration tool. And with this tool, I think debugging becomes much easier. There in this tool, at first you have to register your plugin and its steps. You can see that we have 2 steps, each of for our trigger word about create an appointment and about update an appointment. And next, you have to attach this the plugin registration tool, this tool, in the Visual Studio. If you learn these steps, then the debugging, you can debug as you know, if you have simple C#. This is a screenshot for debugging. You can see that here it shows that description has the values and no invitation to attendees. So I welcome any questions you may have regarding this presentation, code development in low-code environments, or any related topics. So feel free to share your thoughts, and let's open the floor for discussion. But if you haven't any questions, or you want to think about them a little, let's explore some valuable resources that I've gained. I've gathered. First, on this list, of course, is Microsoft Learn, an essential platform for every low-code developer. For that, I highly recommend checking out Carl de Souza's blog, the insightful D365 Demi-Satisfied blog, and Hubside 365. These have been my go-to references when seeking assistance, and I am confident they can be beneficial for you too. As we dive into these resources, let me also share my blog. In my blog, and especially in my Hasnode blog, I focus on creating posts aimed at assisting beginners. However, I have plans to share tips and solutions for more advanced challenges soon. So stay tuned if you are interested in this topic. And if you found today's presentation interesting, or simply want to connect with me and learn more about me, let's stay in touch. You can catch me on X, where I'm actively I'm actively there daily to weekly, depending on the flow of my week. For a glimpse into my professional journey and key milestones in my career, feel free to connect me on LinkedIn. And for the easiest way to find all my links, including X, LinkedIn, and my blog, you can check my bio link. I think it's extremely easy. It's bio.link/Maria. I think there it's a one-stop hub for all of my social media and various other links that I find useful. And I'm looking forward to staying connected. So thank you once again for being here. A big shout out to the Brantford Cloud User Group for providing this incredible event to discuss a topic I'm truly passionate about. And as we wrap up, my sincerest wish is for each of you to remain passionate in your pursuits, especially in the evolving field of technology. And now I'm so looking forward to hearing my dearest friend Pete. So thank you very much.
Maria, before you go, a quick question. How much coding experience do you think somebody needs to be successful in this?
I think that there is for all the experiences. For example, you can write small scripts in JavaScript to show a message, a pop-up window, and if you are very proficient in coding, you can make difficult plugins with integration with other platforms, APIs. So I think that low-code development is for all not professionals, for all
proficiencies.
Yeah, thank you. I think because I know that many of junior software developers usually learn and know JavaScript. So there is some work for them too.
No, I appreciate that. Is there like a recommended language to learn if you want to go down this path, or does it support every language out there, or most languages?
I recommend JavaScript because sometimes I feel that JavaScript is everywhere, and because Dynamics365 and Power Platform run on the internet, on browser, many times you have to deal with some small or big changes in the UI. And then I think C# because many times you will need to integrate some other system, call an API. So for the beginning, those two. SPFX also is an option, but I think with JavaScript and C#, someone can start. For my colleagues that are not, some of them are not deal with code. It's low code implementers are starting to learn JavaScript because they need it so much. I think JavaScript is the first to do if someone wants to follow this path.
Thank you. No problem. Don't think there's any more questions. I'll show it now myself.
I've got one. Yeah, sort of pivoting off what you've just suggested there, do you think AI and co-pilots are going to help folks with this? Because the low code element of this, although again, low code, there's still coding involved. But if you can get the AI to translate that natural language into what that script needs to be, then that removes that barrier even. But it gives you more flexibility, more power, I guess. Having something like Copilot help you with that is going to undo some of those barriers too.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Indeed, actually, I truly believed it. And I have seen from my colleagues that haven't dealt with code very much, that they uses a lot AI to help them start resolve something that they want before it's to me. And most of the times they have done great work, and I have to change a few things in their code to work. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure I could do my programming job anymore without GitHub Copilot chat. And geez, I mean, it just shortcuts so much. Saves all the searching, saves them to remember regex and all of those things. It just, and this is why I love low code and no code, because it removes barriers, and that's what we need. There's not enough folks programming. There's not enough engineers around. So removing barriers to that when people think it's hard, because it can be hard, but getting folks into this is important, and also enabling business users who perhaps programming isn't their first job to be able to automate their own tasks and stuff. It's a fascinating topic, really.
Yeah.
Sorry, Maria, go ahead. I was going to say, Pete, don't you find, like, I'm using GitHub Copilot as a learning tool at the moment because I'm not a programmer. So my intention is, so I've started with Terraform because I was learning Terraform anyway, so I've adopted it into my
Terraform.
And so the thing is, I use it for it to explain something to me, not to write the code for me.
Yep.
So you can get it to write the code, and the code will work. I absolutely agree with that, but you don't understand what is written from my own personal perspective. So I was going to go, once I've done Terraform, I was going to learn Python, and then I was going to look at C# or Java. So I'm not from a developer background. So don't you find with the Copilot and the AI stuff, it'll write the code for you, but speaking as a non-developer who's learning at this moment in time, I don't understand what it's writing for me sometimes. I know it works because if I run it, I know it works and it does what it's supposed to do. But so I'm using it as a learning tool because it cuts down having to search on Google, and it cuts down all the explanation time. So it's much faster as a learning tool as well as a development tool.
Yep, I agree. And you can get it to write unit tests, for instance. So that tends to be something that folks don't like doing, myself included. And so having it do that is super helpful. But yeah, code explanation, to be able to in VS Code select the code and just have it explain it is super useful. And I know that this is a slight tangent, but again, this is about breaking barriers down for me. These sorts of environments to to give people superpowers, essentially, build on what they can do and add in those skills that they don't necessarily own or have or are able to get fast enough to be able to do what they want to do. So yeah, love the talk, Maria-Anastasia, really good. Thank you.
Thank you.